Hi everyone, Emma here, and take a look at my desk. Ah, it's a mess. I'm trying to organize my head pins, and yeah, I can't figure out what to do with these guys. I was thinking of putting them in here, and then I didn't want to take them out of the plastic bags in case they get tarnished, which I took these out. I should probably put them back in the baggies. Yeah, let me think about this. And I was busy going over my order from yesterday, and this memory wire is tarnished. So I sent in a message, and then I just started a dispute with it. And I also went to look at these guys here. These are the crimp covers that are 3 millimeters, and they are so tiny there's no way you could use these. So I tried to do a dispute to see if I can get them sent back. I paid $1.86 Canadian for each of them, and I have 7 of them. Like, I have all the different kinds of colors. Yeah, so I mean, it adds up to about $12 Canadian. So I'll see what they say. Worst things worse, as I have a bunch of these that see what I can do with them. Maybe I'll make a bracelet with just these guys. And I have a visitor. He's checking everything out. What you doing, monkey? Hey, what you doing? What are you doing? Hello? What's the matter? He likes it when my desk is dirty. So I'm actually getting ready to look up these guys. I still couldn't figure out why the numbers were kind of jumbled. And I also didn't check on these to see why I got double packages instead of the different metallics. I did check these here. This is where I made a mistake with these. So these ones here are heavy. They're spacer beads, and they are metal. So there's the antique silver, and then there's the antique gold. But these ones here, sorry, I'm holding my camera here. These ones here are plastic, and I looked them up, and they list them first as rhodium, and I guess that's the color, not the metal. So that's where I made the mistake. So they were listed as plastic, which, I mean, they look really good, so I probably won't worry about it. I wouldn't put it on one of my really, expensive bracelets. Yeah, so lesson learned. As much as you read the labels or the description, you still get a lot of different stuff. So I did get a small package there, and I'll go ahead and open that up as soon as I clear off my desk, and maybe we can make some I've got some sorry I've got some Hishi beads bracelets that I did with the tribal colors, so maybe I can do a few of those and talk about some other stuff. I'll be right back. I just wanted to show you what I've done on my desk. So I have these little plastic containers, and I have my laptop there, but in here I got this plastic tray that's like a, I don't know, I think they call it a banker's box, but it's basically, it's for cash in a register. So or a petty cash box or something like that. So this is great for putting crimp covers. I have the what do you call these? They're the little you cover the crimp ends with it for necklaces and bracelets. I can't remember what they're called. And then the wire guards, crimp beads, crimp tubes, and then I have some miscellaneous stuff in the middle that I probably need to organize a little better than that. And one of the tricks I wanted to show you, I'm sure people know about this, is I take ice cube trays, and two of them fit perfectly in one of these drawers. So I put them side by side, and then I empty. These are the ones I just ordered, so I haven't put them in yet. I'm trying to make sure that that's where I want them, so I don't have to start picking them out one by one. Yeah, so, and there's my glue in this top drawer, and some wire and just miscellaneous stuff. I like the fact that you can see through the containers too, so you can quickly figure out what you need and where it's going to be. And then I have all my thread and needles and stuff like that. And then this last one, I had it organized. It needs to be reorganized. There's just random stuff, and it's hard to open these because of my screen. But my screen moves, so I can open it. But I might take that and put it up here somewhere. Figure that out. But anyway, I will clear this off. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is work with the head pins and make some dangles and some earrings. So stay tuned. Okay, I finally got things figured out with this order of gemstones, the Amazonite. So they were super cheap, and what happened was I probably added, usually I order them in twos, so 2 strands, but I've got 4 strands of the 8mm and the 10mm, and I guess instead of, like, if I add it to the cart but it's already in the cart, instead of it adding it to the previous one, it puts another set in there. So when I look at my transaction thing, it's showing 2 of 10mm and then another 2 of 10mm instead of 10mm times 4. And that's how, like, I go through my cart that way and determine, oh wait, I didn't want 4, I only wanted 2, that kind of thing. So I have to be careful with that. I did kind of notice that the way their cart works is a bit confusing in that sense. So yeah, I'll have to watch that. They were super cheap. So these are 8mm. These ones here were $3 a strand, and it's quite a long strand, 15 inches. And then these ones here were a little more expensive. They were $5.74 Canadian, which is still an amazing deal. And again, I really like these guys. So yeah, that's still a pretty awesome deal. And then the 10s are beautiful, and they were $4.34 Canadian a strand, and they are gorgeous. You know, again, these Amazonite beads, like, I've been looking at these for years now and just never thought I could afford them. I'd look at them on Amazon and they wanted like $20 for a strand and stuff like that, and I'd see these beautiful malas on Pinterest and think, oh my gosh, I'd love to make something with these, but there's no way I can afford these beads. So, you know, getting the lower grade of bead is fine by me, because I feel like I can really pick the different beads to match whatever I'm making, and you know, the lesser ones make some bracelets with, and yeah, so I can definitely happy with this buy. But it just reminds me I have to slow down a bit and try and figure things out before I hit pay. I'm sure everybody's been there. So I checked these. They are $2.43 Canadian with free shipping, and I did order 2 sets of each. I've ordered some other bead caps, mixed ones like this, and they are the different type of metals, so like the antique silver and the regular, and then the KC and the regular gold. So yeah, these are beautiful. I'm super happy. I haven't decided how to store them, and maybe if anybody has any advice for me, I don't know, like, should I be taking them out of the bag and putting them in a container to organize them, or should I leave them in the bags? Like, I don't know if they tarnish or not. I've had some charms that I bought from eBay from years and years ago, and never had any issues with tarnishing, but who knows, right? So we'll see. So I'll put that aside and appreciate any comments you have. And I'm going to open this. It's a small package, but it's always fun. So I had my appointment with the surgeon this morning, and it looks like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. Okay, I'll tell you about the surgeon later. Never mind. Oh my god. Okay, so I got these sand dollar buttons on from a seller on Etsy, and I just love them, but they're so expensive. So when I start making a bracelet that's kind of a sea theme, I tend to go towards these, and I've painted them and really polished them, done all kinds of really cool stuff with them. They're gorgeous. They're just absolutely beautiful. So there's the shank on them. They are, there's 20 of them. Let me count them and I'll check the price and I'll get right back to you. Just a sec. Okay, so these are $3.50 Canadian. They were reduced by 30%. So they were $5 for 20 pieces, and they are 19, well, they're saying 19, and there's a star, 18 millimeter. I think they are 18 millimeter. There's supposed to be 20 of them. There's 25. I'm so sad. That's crazy. That's the first time I've ever gotten more. And actually the package does say 20. Quantity 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What? That's awesome. So yeah, I'm super stoked about these. You know, I'm almost tempted. And okay, so there was it's showing 81 cents shipping charge right now. But, you know, some of these, when I look at my bill, it doesn't look like I paid for shipping. Let me view the details here. And because I ordered these with it, sometimes they don't charge you double for the shipping. Sometimes they do, so you have to be careful. So let me see what the invoice says. Okay, so they did charge the double for the shipping. So they're actually showing $2.69. So this one here must have had a higher shipping fee. But still, my total for these two things was $25. And again, I mean, they charged shipping, but they gave me 5 extra buttons. And on average, these buttons cost me 50 cents to $1, depending on where I buy it. So this is an excellent deal. So let's take a look at these guys. So these ones are tiny. There's 50, and they are 12 millimeter. So they're super tiny. Let's put them next to the other. So you can, I find these ones slightly big for, say, a single wrap leather bracelet. So these are kind of tiny, but they're still, and here's I'll show you the shank on those. So that's really good. And it looks like they went a bit overboard on the patina, but let's take my emery board here, and I have to get like a vintage one because I don't think this is working that well. But so that's shining up a bit. Let me grab my steel wool. I bet it would work faster. So you can work on the patina's a little heavy-handed there. I think I need a new piece of steel wool. There. So that's better. There's the... So I'm really excited about these. These are beautiful. Yeah, once they're polished a bit. Depends what you're looking for. Let me focus that in a little better. Depends what you're looking for. I think that's pretty good. Oh, cool. So let's, I'm gonna clear this stuff off and I'll be right back. We'll make some earrings. Oh my gosh, it's official. I have way too much stuff. So I started out, what I did was I put out all the new head pins that I got in these last two shipments. So I put a set of each out. I've got my ear wires. I've got two types. These guys, I prefer these, but these are really plain ones. And I find the edges are really not necessarily sharp, but they're not as smooth as they could be. They're a little inexpensive. I have, I think, 30 sets of silver filled ones coming from Rhode Island, from the wholesale jewelry supply company. So that should be coming soon. So I could always switch these if I really like them. And then I have these ones. These ones actually I kind of like because they look a lot nicer. They're rounded. They're smooth. Yeah, so we'll see. Anyway, we had those. So I put out sets of head pins of everything. And then I've got supplies everywhere. Take a look. All the little tiny beads to go with it. So let's just, and I put out some bigger beads for the focal beads, so then we're going to adjust it accordingly. So let's start with these guys. These are the really beautiful I can't remember what they call them, if they're like antique or something like that, but they're definitely fancy. So I really like these square, I think this is aventurine rectangles, and I got these on Etsy, and I liked them so much, I went back and ordered a bunch more. So let's see what it needs to. I think it needs something more than just that. And the squareness of it doesn't seem to go with the round of the head pin. Let me try this one, teardrop one. These are check glass, these ones here. So those are a little nicer. But I still feel, maybe because it's a bit off, I need to add something down below. Let me see what I have. I've got some daisy spacers. I'm wondering if that's what it needs. So let's try that. Which is funny because, I mean, it's already got a bunch of design, so it shouldn't. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I think I need maybe a bead. I'll just leave that there. I'll probably end up using it. So what do we have here that might match? I have some little I think they're either, that looks like a 4mm fire polished. Let's see if that would work. I have a bad feeling something's gonna spill. Imagine. Yeah, I don't know if that's what I'm looking for here. No. I'm wondering if I do it the other way. A little better, maybe some daisy spacers. Let me try this one. It's interesting, I did some of these, oh, probably like months ago. And the first couple of things I picked up and it was like, oh my gosh, these are beautiful. Now I'm like, why can't I get it right? That's a little better. But I think it is the spacers that it needs. Let me see what else I have in here. So maybe a rondelle too, instead of a... I wonder if this would be interesting. Let me just set that there. Ooh, they're different colors though. Okay, let me try this. Oh, that's not too bad. So we'll add the next daisy spacer. Kind of like that. So there's different types of metallic. Just a second here. So it's a metallic mix in here. So there's copper, gold, a purple, and a green. I'm just wondering which one. I kind of like that copper. That almost, I don't know if that's copper or pink. Looks like there's only one other copper here. And this is hard on my hand. There's copper, yeah. Okay, I actually like that, so let's go with that one. You know, I'm wondering if I should change the head pin. There's the gold. Try it with the other. Okay, so now I need the different color. This is this one, I think. Try this. Yeah, I think maybe the silver is a little too shiny for this. That's two spacers stuck together. I actually like that. I wonder if I increase this. Get a better view of what I'm doing. And let's move this back. That's better. I know I'm gonna spill something. There's stuff everywhere. Okay. That looks good. Okay, now that we change that color, I think we need to change this bead. Maybe that one instead of that one. Of course. I'm not going to pull out the right color. Okay, these are all those colors. I guess it is the same color. So, yeah, I think that's... It looks like there's darker ones. Nope, that's the one. Okay. Yeah, that's the right mix. Adjust the lighting a bit. It's totally overcast here and dark, so my lighting's a bit off. So yeah, that looks really good. Okay, I need to close these daisy spacers. Can you imagine if that all fell on the ground? The cats would be excited. Me, not so much. Okay, let's see how hard or easy these are to turn. So, I'm just going to do a 90. Then make my loop. Turn. And that. Okay, and I'm gonna hold it with the other pliers. Hold that shape. Turn. I don't know if these pliers are. So these head pins seem to be working really well. I mean, I can do it with my fingers. If I could hold on to it, I'll try these instead. It's my hand that's the problem. So like I said, I saw the surgeon today, and the scoop is that he's concerned that I am too young to go ahead with this surgery, just because there is a deficit in the strength of your thumb after the surgery. Oh, I need my clippers. There. So, I knew that going into this, but I was pretty confident that it was something I could deal with, because right now I've lost strength in that thumb anyway. But when he was doing the assessment, he said that he has concerns that I have carpal tunnel syndrome as well. And I kind of agreed with him that I do, and I've been dealing with that for 15 years. So he wants some nerve studies done to determine the carpal tunnel syndrome. And if that's the case, the surgery would involve both the joint removal and the carpal tunnel surgery. Now I'm just looking, I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like I've scratched some of the finish. I need better, where are my good? Oh, I know, they're in my container. Just a sec. Yeah, so in the meantime, he's going to do an injection of the hyaluronic injection. I guess helps that. So again, my wire wrapping needs some work, and I mean, I could always take this apart and redo it, but I'm really impressed with these head pins. They're really nice. Oh, and you know what I realized? I wanted to put another daisy spacer on top. Crumb. Oh well, it still looks really nice. And here's the other problem. I just realized. Somebody mentioned this about doing stuff and having a certain color of metal is sticking to maybe two kinds of metal, because you end up, it gets expensive. So now, I mean, with the head pins, it's expensive enough, but now I need some type of brass to match it for the earring wire. So, hey, we're just gonna have to put it on for now. There's nothing I could do about that. I don't know. See what we got. That's the problem with these, the copper and the antique gold and stuff. Everything else is silver and gold. So there. This one, that's beautiful. I like that. Very kind of antique looking. I always say that I was born in the wrong era. I like really old stuff. Okay, so let's go. What I'll do on this one is I will try the daisy spacer on the top and see if I should have gone with that. So we need 2 of them here. So yeah, when it comes to the surgeon, I'm pretty confident in his abilities, and he seemed really approachable, and the hospital situation was, it went really well, but it was very weird. Like it's like I think a prison has less security than that. Okay, I just want to test this out and see what it would look like. Yeah, you know what? I don't even think that looks, I think it's better without it on top. So that was a happy mistake. And then let's double check. I got everything the same. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah. But the thing with the hospital too is I had to go for an x-ray because the x-ray he had was from a year ago, and I suspect, like, I can see a huge lump right here, and so that's a lot bigger than what it was a year ago. So I think if he sees a huge difference in the growth of that bone, then maybe it will change his mind too. But we'll see. I mean, at this point, it's so painful that just sleeping even is an issue. Oh, I should use the other pliers. Try that. Yeah, these are nice. So I think they're just the right amount of stiffness, but I am noticing that the metal finish is coming off of these as I turn them. But you really can't see that. Yeah, you can't really see that. Okay, so I suspect I scraped it when I was cutting it, so let me be careful here. Yeah, I would have liked to cut that a little closer. That's better. I'm just checking to make sure I didn't clip any of the, or scratch any of the finish. There. Not bad. Maybe straighten this out. That looks really nice. Now, these beads, you can see they're offset, so it's off to one side. But again, you know, you have these on your ears. People see you. They're not like right in your face, hopefully. So, are they really gonna say, "Oh, do you realize your earring's like a millimeter off?" I'm a jewelry maker. I see these things. I am silly. There you go. That's lovely. Oh, these are nice. Yeah, it would be nice if those weren't so shiny, but I'm so not used to, like, I got these on eBay more than 5 years ago. So it's time to, and now that I've ordered them, you know, the wholesale jewelry supply company, actually, they have these kind of copper stuff, finishes, like the earring wires and stuff. And they always have sales, so maybe I'll place an order for some earring wires from them. Then I know I'm getting good quality stuff. So if you have any suggestions on other places to get them, I will. Okay, so you know what? I'm not going to go through these ones because I'm taking a little bit of time. So I might do these in another video or on my own and do a review, because maybe the different color wire will behave differently. So I should test it out. But for now, let's move on to some of these other ones that are funky. Let's start with the crappy ones that I got the other day. These really warped, bent ones. So we'll start out by straightening them. And they straighten really well, so I am surprised. Doesn't seem to damage anything. And I can do it by holding it in my hand. My wife's in her office. We have the doors open, and she's, what do you call it in English? Not yawning, but when you're fed up of something and you make a noise. That's what she's doing. I'm like, oh, I hope she doesn't start swearing. So clearly she's looking up something technical. Usually it has to do with my computer. Let's try these guys. I got them from Scarab Beads. They are really cool. My lighting keeps... Yeah, so these are really nice. And they've got the patina Picasso on the ends. Start with just sticking one on and see what it looks like. Actually, it's not too bad. Okay, so now it needs to be polished though. It's kind of dirty. That's better. Usually I have paper towel next to me, but okay, what to put with this? I got these little, ooh, maybe these, I think they're hexagon, but they're check glass beads as well. They're kind of neat, different. I don't know. Wonder what the blue looks like. There's a blue metallic one too. Okay, I'm not feeling those. Let's put those aside. Let's try something we don't have to think about. I love these, and I don't know why I like them so much. Maybe it's the clear glass. It reminds me of sea glass. Okay, so what can we put with these, and do we want to leave them with the circles down or up like that? That looks like a smiley face. I think this way is better. What would go? Actually, these blue don't know. Let me just throw things on and see. I am noticing as I look closer to this, it looks like the silver's coming off. These must be copper inside. But, I mean, that's really, like, you can barely see that, so. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. I think I stress too much, like it has to look a certain way, and it's like, just whatever. They're earrings, they're not. That's too much. So yeah, that's fine like that. Okay, so do I need a spacer up there, a daisy spacer? Let me see. Nope. So let's just go straight to the turn. Okay. Let's go. Oh, these are soft. Wow. Look at that. Okay, these may be my new favorites. Let me turn that over a bit. Get this guy here. See how they do on the turning portion. Okay, I would need to pull that tight though. Let me see. You see how it's all, I don't think that's part, I don't want to unwrap it too much because then the wire might break. But what I was going to say, I don't think it's the fault of the wire. That's my technique. That's I might have to redo this one. What do you think? Okay, there's a whole bunch of slapping on the keyboard. That's my wife. She must be playing a game. Oh, this is... kind of messy. It definitely has like a silver look to it, so I'm just gonna, it's easy to, so far easy to fix the, let me just pull that in and cut that. Super easy to cut. And tuck that guy in. Running out of space, really. So these guys are not too bad. But again, I'm not the best at this. There. This. Oh, that guy needs to move down. There. Tuck it in. I'm spending way too much time on this when I most likely will pull that apart because that's a mess. But that's a good indication. So let me just do a quick one of this. So I need a blue. If I can find the hole. And a daisy spacer. Let's see if I can do this one better. Okay, and get the, okay, so we did do the rings going down. So that's really nice, actually. But yeah, you can see the difference in the color now. Let me... I'm trying to focus it here for you so you can see the difference. So you can see this one's silver and that one looks copper, and that's because when I worked on it, the coating came off. So just to know on those cheapy ones. But oh my god, I can bend it with my fingers. Alright. Okay. Let me do this. See, oh boy. This one's going a little easier, but still not. Yeah, you can see how easy I was able to push that up. Yeah, I need some practice on this because I don't know where to put my hands, and it's hard to do as it is on this with the camera in front. Let me see if I can get that. So I think with less messing around, this one stayed silver. So I don't know, maybe this one was copper to begin with. Okay, I think that's got it. Let's see if we can get that off. I wanted it to be a little shorter than that, but I'll just tuck it under there. And of course, it's not going to go under. Yeah, I think it's copper because you can see once I cut it, it went. Let's see if I can push that up with the bead. That worked. That's how soft that is. Now you can see there's a gap, but I should be able to tuck that little tail down. I should have left it. Making a mess now. Wowzer. Oh, Emma, just... So I would imagine, now that I'm messing with it, it's like too soft and I might damage the wire and break it. So it's one of these that, you know, maybe for dangles. So let's go ahead and put them on an earring and see. So I think that's a good indication. I will move on to the next one because this is taking a long time. How did I know that wasn't going to go in? So I was surprised that I only got one package today. I still have lots coming in, but I heard somebody on the news was talking about, no, you know what I think it was? Big Brother. We've been watching, and somebody was saying that their kids think, because they do online shopping, that the kids think they're supposed to get deliveries every day. I'm thinking, who does that sound like? It's a bad day when I don't get a delivery. No. I have been doing online orders for 15 years now. But, you know, when eBay started, I did a few, actually the very beginning of eBay started, I was collecting 8mm films and classic films and stuff like that. So it was awesome to be able to, you know, bid on auctions and stuff. But I didn't do it all the time. Then when I started doing malas and jewelry making, that's when I, you know, in the last, say, 15 years I started. And I would do it for fun, and what I would do is I would set a limit for myself on, okay, so those were the, they call them eye pins, the ones with the balls. So that's those, they're super soft. So here's the head pins, I think, the ones with the little foot. So let's try these. These were the ones I got yesterday. And I'll try these, and then I'll try these because the metal looks different to me. And I might just make one of each, and I'm just going to do a basic thing to go quickly. So yeah, what I did was I did set a limit of $1, or, well, it depended what the item was. Okay, I think I need to straighten this one because that bead won't go on. So depending on what the item was, it was either $1. I also did gemstone pendants that you use for malas. I would bid on those, and my limit was $5 on those. So I have a stack of those that I will either be decluttering. That doesn't quite match that silver, but you know what? Just for sake of doing this, let's try one of these spacers. Yeah, so I have a bunch of them left. And I don't know, do I need anything here on the top? I think it'll look funny, something on the top of the cat's head. Yeah, so I have a bunch of them that when I get ready to declutter, I actually wanted to do wire wrapping, but with this issue with my hand, it might be time to declutter. So if people are interested in that, I have a ton of leather and what I would most likely do is do a package of like different lots with a whole bunch of leather, some gemstones, pendants, and they're big. They're like the size of my hand. They're pretty big and beautiful, stunning. I will try a rondelle, but I don't think that's gonna look good, but we'll try it. I don't know, actually. It's not too bad. I wonder if I put a daisy spacer in there. So yeah, those two things I have lots of, and I have a bunch of other stuff too. So what I would do is do like a Facebook auction or something, or even do it on YouTube. And yeah, I think I'm going to put another daisy spacer on top. And then, you know, people can, and I would just put a price on it. Just so that I can recover my money. I'm not interested in making money off of it. So the lots would be like $20 kind of thing. And shipping. And that's it. And I have an account with the Canada Post, so I can get really good shipping. And yeah, so if people are interested in that, let me know. Oh, this one barely moves. So this should be interesting. I might just do a single turn on this one. So that's good in this sense that they're sturdy. But that makes it hard on my hand. Yeah, you know what? Somebody mentioned about the looper tool, and Brittany did a video using it, and I hadn't really thought much about it. I kind of like doing this on my own, but you know, it might be something I need to look into. So that's not too bad. Let me turn that up a bit so I can cut it. And it cuts really well. It looks silver on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. So again, it's probably a fake finish. And that. I should probably leave this, but you know me, I gotta fix it. There, it's crooked now. There, that's not too bad. Yeah, I could have gone another way around. So, but that's, again, that's technique. There, that looks good. So we are almost done. Let's do these last ones here. So these are from the same seller, but they definitely look different and they're crooked. So let me see if I can straighten that out. This could be an issue, straightening these guys. So this is something I did a bunch of like those tiny 3mm crimp beads, crimp covers. It's sharp on your finger because of the foot. Let's do this. There, that's better. And I'm not using a very good, this is so tiny. Okay, let's go quickly. Let's do, this needs spacers. So let's put some shiny stuff for a change. If I can get them. Okay. You know, maybe this is what I need to do, is just say, okay, you have like 5 minutes to do it and that's it. Because I'm making very quick decisions and I think they're turning out very nice. Look at that. Sweet. One more daisy spacer. And yeah, this is nice. So let's do, I'm going to go a bit shorter so that there's not as much space. And maybe make my loop a bit smaller. Ooh. The daisy spacer got jammed there. There. It's all crooked. There. Let me do this. Try to keep that straight. Oh, this is really hard to get it to go on straight. So this is not exactly the best way to evaluate these because you have to consider my lack of skill. But I mean, for those of you out there that are in the same position as I am, and you know that some of these are not going to work for you, that maybe you need to practice with softer ones until you get better, and then so yeah, this one I'll be redoing for sure. I'm sure I will for all of them, but this is not friendship. Like messy, messy, messy. I'd love to just wear these, I don't know, to a party, like a banquet or something. Like when we have our swim banquet, wear them and be like, "Do you like my earrings? Aren't they gorgeous?" Like, meanwhile they're all bent and crazy, and and then tell them, "I'm just kidding." So that's what we made today. So there we go. Thanks for joining me. I hope this wasn't too boring. Yeah, I'm going to work on the tutorial. I wanted to get it done today, but it got busy with the doctor's appointment. So take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye.